Hey, Editing Kaizilla here. I just realized in the video you can only hear Retro's voice and you cannot hear mine. So if it sounds like he's schizophrenic, he's just talking to me. That's all I wanted to say, and let's get into the video.
Alright, starting off with Sledge for the Rainbow Six Siege operator tier list. I say, Sledge is. Nah, he's like almost perfect, not quite. Yeah, his guns are good, but his utility's good, but I think he could have a little bit more. Almost perfect. Mm, Actually, I think he might be perfect. Cause like, nah, cause there's more operators with like impact EMPs that you could also use to take walls. So he's pretty good. Smoke, he's mid. Yeah, Smoke's very mid. Like, he has good gadgets and everything, but I just feel like he could be better. Yeah, because if his gadget did more damage, if his smoke grenades did more damage, that'd be better. Mute, almost perfect. Ow. I mean, technically yes, but I feel like also just the recoil of the SMG-11. If he had like a different secondary, yeah. So I'd say this was almost perfect. Ash, perfect. Um, yeah, the gadget, like being able to just run in and get a lot of kills because she has such a versatile loadout. And like her speed. So now we have Thermite. Possibly I'd say like best hard breacher in the game. I mean, there's nothing else to say. He has a very good gun. Castle, I'd say Castle's decent. I feel like you can use Castle in many situations on certain maps. Like if you're playing like Night Haven or you're playing downstairs on Clubhouse, then I feel like he could be a good operator. Next we have Pulse. I'd say he's kind of mid. He used to be better. I feel like getting kills through the floor of C4. It's all he's really used for. Twitch. I'd say she's decent. Maybe almost perfect. Like in between decent and almost perfect. I feel like I'd put her at like the end of almost perfect. Because her drone being able to shoot like mute jammers and stuff is pretty good. Monty, bad. Shield operator, I don't think I need to say more. Doc, pretty much perfect. You can literally heal your teammates. Rook, Rook's decent. You can your teammates can have more health. Glaz, I'd say Glaz is pretty bad. I mean like he could be better, but I feel like if yeah, yeah, and then it's only on plane. Fuse, I think Fuse is mid, like mid to decent. I think he could be better. Like it depends on who uses him. It depends on how you use him, like to make his rating. Because I'd say he's decent to mid. Capcan, I'd say bad. Because you can just shoot him. You could literally play IQ, Twitch, Brava, um, and like yeah, he's so counterable. And then he just gets banned all the time in the lower ranks, most of the time in ranked anyways. Tachanka, Tachanka's mid. I like his gadget, does a good amount of damage, but could be better. Let's shoot operator. Yeah, I'd say he's mid. I'd say mid. Yeah, like I'd say he's like beginning mid, like that. Yeah, yeah. IQ and a mid. Actually, she's probably above Tachanka, but I feel like she counters some stuff like Fenrir's, Capkins. Jaeger, he's decent. Uh, there's there's other people with his like Wamai does the same thing. I feel like he's just decent. Bandit, he's high decent. He's high decent. Yes, I feel if you yeah, and if you know how to bandit trick, he can be insane. Buck, almost perfect. Insane gun, insane gadget, W utility. Frost, she's like she's like end of mid. I feel like if you know there's a Frost on the enemy team, all you have to do is just look down and pre-fire, and then what are they gonna do? Yeah. Um, Blackbeard, terrible, terrible, terrible. He used to be better. They're gonna add it soon, but I feel like, yeah, like I think they're gonna rework an operator, and I think it's gonna be Blackbeard. But Blackbeard used to be insane because his shield used to have 1,000 health, but now he's just terrible. Valkyrie, I'd say she's decent if you know how to use her cams. She's like high decent if you know how to use her cameras. Yeah, so she's like high decent. Capitao, he's mid, like mid. He's in like the middle section mid, because I feel like his smoke grenades and the fire he can shoot is pretty good. Caveira, decent if you can use her right. She could be mid to high decent if you know how to use her right. Um, but yeah, I feel like if you know how to use her right, she can be better. Because like the roaming aspect, and then the shotgun, how you can just kill a bunch of people, it's very useful. Habana, mid. Well, I'd say she's like very below decent. I like the hard breaching aspect, but you have to use her the correct way. Echo, like mid. Yeah, mid to decent. I'd say he's like very high mid, high mid. Yeah. Um, Jackal. Uh, Jackal. He's not terrible. I feel like Jackal. He's very low mid. He's low mid. He's not bad and he's not terrible. He's low mid. I'd say like mid, like the middle of mid. Um, I feel like he just gets banned a lot, so you can never use him in ranked. But I feel like in standard he's pretty good. But you kind of have to rely on the enemies to be roaming. So Mira, very high decent, and maybe even almost perfect. If you put the mirrors in the right spots and you know how to use her and you actually play on your mirrors, very good operator. Yang, yes, Yang, mid of decent, like around mid decent. She's pretty good. She gets banned a lot, so you don't really get to use her, but her gadgets are very useful. Lesion, eh. I think he could be high decent. I think he'd be the first and decent. I don't know if he's almost perfect, but pretty decent. Yeah. Ella, decent also. Her gadgets are pretty good, but you kind of got to be like right there to kill someone. You could also just use them for audio cues. Her little mine she throws that stuns you. Um, Dokkaebi, she's depends on how you use her. I'd say she's like middle decent, close mid decent. Um, I like her loadout a lot. She has a very good loadout, very good utility. Her gadget's pretty good. So yeah, she's high decent. Vigil, mid. Maybe I don't I think I'd put him like close to Cav. Maybe mid decent cuz he can also be used as a good roaming operator. Sophia, bad. I don't really like her that much. She used to be better. Yeah, she used to be way better, but she's not that good anymore. Yeah. Lion. Lion's yeah, I'd say Lion's like end a decent. Like the gadgets, like the utility. I know I'd say she's decent because like her LMG is really good, so she's pretty good. Um, Maestro, pretty bad. Like his gadget's good, so he could be high bad, maybe high like low mid. But his problem is um like if they punch your camera, then you have to open it to be able to shoot them, and then they can just shoot your camera. So, Alibi, very low mid, maybe even bad. She's lower than Frost in mid, cause like her gadgets are not the best. Like all you have to do is just hope they have a weapon skin on. Cause if they have a weapon skin on, then you just know it's not them. Or if they have an operator skin, or just the little thing on the feet that you can just see. Like Maverick, decent if you use him right. You can make walls soft. So I feel like he's pretty good. You can also get some kills through Maverick holes. Clash, never use. Never use Clash. She's terrible. She's so annoying to play against. Like I would say terrible to never use because you can get kills with it, but it's just horrible. So I'd say she's terrible. Nomad, almost perfect. Cause her gadgets can be used for like flank, so you can shoot them on flank, and then you can know, and then you can also get free kills off of it. So that's pretty good. Cade's also in the almost perfect area. I'd say Bandit could also be up there with him. They like the wall denial operators, but Cade might be it's like kind of easier in my opinion to Cade trick than Bandit trick. Gridlock mid. Gridlock's mid. Like her gadgets are very useful, but she just doesn't have the guns, in my opinion. Mozzie's also like mid to decent. I like his gadget, but he doesn't have enough of them for him to be good. Nook's decent. Used to be way better. Nook used to be like insane when she had the silent step, but not that good anymore. So I'd say she's like maybe low decent. Yeah. Warden used to be way better. Used to be way better. He's like low decent now. Used to be better when he had the 1.5. But I feel like that was all people were running for. But if you're playing against a Ying, he could be pretty good. But then you have to rely on someone to play Ying. Amaru, mm, high mid unless you're good. Like if you're good, she could be decent to almost perfect. If you're good with the like Amaru rushing in. But I feel like her gadget just makes a lot of noise. But jumping through hatches can be really useful. Yo-Yo, I'd say he's decent. He's kind of with the trap ops that are in this range, but he's not as good. Um, yeah, and you can also kill your teammates with it. So, Callie, she's mid. We never ranked Callie, I don't think. Okay, well, Callie's mid. I like her sniper. Her sniper can be very useful. Doesn't one tap though. It just downs your enemies usually. So, but yeah, it can I think be used for wall denial or to take wall. I mean, so take walls. Good. Well, I'd say he's in the same tier as Jaeger. I'd say him and Jaeger are like equal. Her guns are both pretty good. Ayana used to be better. Now she's like mid-ish. Her guns just isn't the same. She used to be way better though. Or yeah, her clone's pretty good, but yeah. Oryx, now he's mid. Used to be better when he had the 1.5 on the T5 SMG. No longer has that. So now he's not good anymore. Ace, hard breacher. So he's like almost perfect. Not perfect. He's high almost perfect. He's really good operator. Um I like his gadgets. I feel like he's better because you don't have to be up against the wall. So like say you were on chalet and you're trying to take wall, like you're not gonna get C4'd because you can just throw your ace charges. And like if you're thermite, you have to do the whole animation of picking like putting it down. So I feel like he could be better than thermite. But then again, his I think I think I would switch places between him and thermite. Cause like the thing is, Ace is like situational. Thermite's just all the time good, so I think he'd be situational. Melusi, almost perfect. MP5, really good. Gadget, really good. So yeah, I don't think I need to say any more. She has impacts too. Yes, she also has impacts. Zero, low decent, like literally the lowest to low decent. Zero, your zero could be like good, but I feel like he's very situational. So I don't think he's that good in my opinion. Um, Rooney, I'd say she's pretty high decent. She's like in the higher region of decent. I like her gadget. I like her weapons. She's pretty good overall. Flores, high mid. If you use him right to break like bandits and stuff, the thing is like you're probably not gonna hit a Cade unless it's thrown lower on a wall and not on the roof. So Thunderbird, I'd say she's kind of decent. Her gun could be better. Yeah, you have a Thunderbird, and they recharge unlike Dock Stems. Like you just have to wait and then you can get your health back. Yeah, Osa, she's a shield op, but she's a decent shield op, decent to mid. I'd say I'd put her in mid. Um, Thorn, decent. Could be better. I like her gun. I like her gadget. Her gadget's easy. You can literally run away from her gadget. So, that's a thing with it. Like Ella's, you can't run through it. You're getting hit by an Ella. A Thorn, you can just run out. And they're easier to shoot than Ella's because like you can shoot it before it goes off. Unlike in like an Ella, like a Thorn, if it activates while you're next to it, you have a little bit of time to shoot it. Yeah, yeah. But with Ella's, you're just instantly hit by it, and then you can die if it's like in one of the insight doors. Azami, higher than Legion decent, higher than Legion decent, almost like close to almost perfect, not quite. If you use her right, she can be insane. So she might actually be almost perfect. If you use her utility right, you can make some nasty angles. Sens, mid. His gadget can be useful to just run in and plant. If you have like a Monty and a Sens, I feel like that'd be very useful. But his guns, just in my opinion, are not that good. Um, Grim, I'd say he's decent. I like his tracking ability, but he's just yeah. I like his guns, but his gadgets can be good, but he's pretty decent. Also situational on that. Uh, Solus, I would have put her in almost perfect. She got nerfed. She's now decent, low, decent, almost mid, because like not being able to use it in prep phase and then you have to wait for it to fully charge. Like it's not that good. Rava, she's decent. I'd say she's on the same level as IQ. About yeah, I feel like she'd be. I think her and IQ might be on the same level, so she could be like mid to decent. Um, Fenrir used to be almost perfect. Now, in my opinion, he's pretty just decent. Yeah, very low decent. Ram, almost perfect. Very good to play vert with. I mean, like best vert op in the game. That's pretty much what she was made for. Yeah, she's insane. Tubarao, I'd put him like really high, almost perfect, because no one's taking a wall. It's just not happening. Well, unless if you have like, I feel like there could be like no one takes a wall, but I believe the gadget might still blow up afterwards. I don't remember, but I think the gadget does still blow up. Then we have Deimos. He's on the same level as Jackal, about, but he's better than Jackal because you don't have to track a footprint. You can just track him at any time. And then we have Striker and Sentry, which they're just recruit operators, so I'd say they're both low mid. I feel like they can be. I like the gadget opportunity, but they're both low mid. Um, so this is the siege operator tier list. Um, final operator tier list. I think we did pretty good, but that's the end of the video.